play in the AFC title game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on second down. Allen throwing the out route and complete. That's Schwartz.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Here we go.
On play action, Allen. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Allen's throw is complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Tommy. Watch it.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown. Here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check right. Hatch it. Hey, 5 on the 50.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3 buzz. Hey, 5 on the 50. He's 5 on the 50. He's coming, double up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Green, triple team. Easy. Just keep bringing it. Bring it down.
And that'll set him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Ready. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. 198. Watch 98. 98 to easy. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Bring it. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, pick it up.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Raiders nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm gonna run you over. Watch the eye. Kill.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check nickel. Let's convert. Here we go. Hey. Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Check. Flip. Let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Black 25.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
Ready.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Easy. 198. 98 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Green, triple T. Hey, let's get there. Rush in.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, watch your leg. Screen, triple team. White.
Following the interception, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Carl Lawson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Williams to return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Oh, Sunday. Here we go again. 36, 36. 80 weapon. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, Lee, come see.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Ready. Blue ready. 98. 98 to Mike. Wait. Green, come see. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Let's creep. Let's turn. Slam.
Jameis to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 9.
Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike 50. Middle. They're running it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 3. Check 3. Sonny. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hayward.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Allen off the play fake. And he whips that one incomplete there. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen now throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike. Check 55. Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Time to go, night. Strong right. Hey. You got 3. Three down. Bang.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play there, second down.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 24. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's go.
Now Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And an alley to run. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Allen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jag. Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's go.
from the 27. Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Green, triple team. 198, that's it. 98's the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ready?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Easy. Check the call. Sonic. 198. Watch 98. I'm coming.
Now Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got him. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got it to Williams. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
First down, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. Wait. Watch the pass. Shit. 198.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, he sets to fire. He's got it at the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Watch the boot.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Here we go, here we go. 198.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Keep
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Let's get it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Check. 198. Come off the ball. 198.
He'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Triple T. Who that? Who that? 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Switch gears. Switch gears. Wait. Easy. Go. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go. Let's go.
Now Winston sliding out of the pocket. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
You can't block me. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Crunch time, defense.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
Easy. Follow. You better be afraid of me. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Follow.
Winston to throw for it on 4. It's Williams on the catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Break. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the flag. Motion.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
That's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.